28th of April is set aside by the International Labour Organization to commemorate the World Day for Safety and Health in the Workplace. As the global community marks the 2024 edition of this day, safety experts have decried the rise of workplace accidents and the growing trend of unreported cases. Senior correspondent Sharon Ejason has details in this report.
In 2003, the International Labour Organization (ILO) began to observe the World Day for Safety and Health in the Workplace in order to stress the need for prevention of accidents and diseases at work.
Could I ask everyone to take their seats, please?
With this in mind, I set out to seek workers who have been involved in any form of workplace accidents as a result of non-compliance with safety measures. It was difficult to get information about cases because many unions and activists that should provide data are unwilling or giving abridged information. After much research, I was able to uncover a workplace accident that never made it to the news. The incident claimed the lives of 2 workers in the informal sector. In addition, 2 on-site engineers who wanted to service the roof mast were injured, as well as many others. According to eyewitnesses, the engineers were on location to service the generators and rectifier after engaging 2 local welders. Unfortunately, an explosion occurred in the process. From finding, the owner of the mast is IHS Nigeria Limited. It is a firm that prides itself as a top telecom infrastructure service provider. It offers telecommunications infrastructure deployment and post-management services. I met Anthony Oladara, the father of Patrick Oladara, one of the victims who lost their lives on the site. He is also into welding business. He tells me that life has not been the same since he lost his son.
Mechanic who come and repair the generator for the site. He give my workers work to wear something for the tanks. So on our way doing it, then the tank explodes for them. So my son and the workers also, the 2 of them was burned to the ashes inside the fire there.
I also met Obadiah, a known electrical expert. He tells me that more than 4 of his apprentices were impacted by the explosion at the IHS site, located beside his workshop. He wants relevant authorities to probe the incident, as he and the family members of other victims have been footing hospital bills. Ishaq Ahmed is one of the injured apprentices. He says he is still in pain and the incident may cost him his university education, as he was due to write his Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME). In a swift response, the Acting General Secretary of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) called on the Federal Ministry of Labour and Employment to ensure regular inspection of factories and other spaces prone to workplace accident.
The regulatory importance of the Federal Ministry of Labour Factories Inspectorate Division, I keep talking about that. At the essence of even the ECA 2010 is not to focus on compensation for accident, but to focus on prevention.
A risk assessment. After the risk assessment, the owner of the facility will hand it over to them. And the workers will accept a job that is a risk-free environment before they could do it. And thereafter, they will commence their job with a job safety analysis.
The ILO estimates that every year, more than 2.3 million women and men die at work from occupational injury or disease. Also, more than 350,000 deaths are recorded due to fatal accidents, while almost 2 million deaths are caused by work-related diseases. In addition, more than 313 million workers are involved in non-fatal occupational accidents, causing serious injuries and absence from work. When TVC News tries to contact IHS Nigeria Limited for comment, there was no response to the mail sent to the firm.
Belonging to a union is important for both informal workers and formal workers, as this pattern can create safer workspaces. However, for victims who paid the supreme price of losing their life, Many of their relatives are expecting that relevant stakeholders will do what is necessary to ensure that safety measures are being adhered to in workplaces.